ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन् उन्मितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे. Okay, on the path of Gita, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Yes, Mataji, you can go to the next slide. Okay, we'll take blessings of Shri Radha Madan Mohanji, the beloved deities of ISKCON abbots. Okay, chapter 7, Knowledge of the Absolute. Can anybody read the contents, please?
Knowledge through queries 7.1 to 7.12. Those who reject me accept me 7.13 to 7.19. Worship of demigods 7.20 to 7.25. Who can become a devotee 7.26 to 7.30.
Okay, before we go to the next thing, I want to ask one question to all of you. That if you could ask one question to God, what would it be? Any one question? I mean, you can send it to me privately on chat. I think everybody is not comfortable answering it personally. I mean, in the group, you can send it personally also. Okay, nice. How to meet him directly? Yes. Okay, we all have some questions, some or the other question, right? That we want to ask Krishna. Give me a chance to serve you directly. Why am I here? Yes, we have so many. I mean, this is just one question you all are telling. I am sure that we all have n number of questions that we want to ask Krishna or God. So in sixth chapter, we learned that Krishna says that Bhakti Yoga is the best. So in seventh chapter, he is ready to teach what is this Bhakti Yoga. Who should perform this Bhakti Yoga? Is it confined to only few people? Or is it confined to everybody? So he will explain, he will tell it openly. So, and how it should be performed. It says that a son leaves the home. He forgets his, rich father and all. He's, trapped in the illusion of his friends, thinking that his friends are forever. But still parents are forever, right? So he still struggles but never realizes that his father is waiting for him at the home. Similarly, Krishna is also waiting for all of us. So we will not make Krishna wait much more. So we will just go to him from today's chapter. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, knowledge through queries. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Sakta Mana Partha Yogam Yunjan Vad Ashrayaha Asamshayam Samagram Mam Yatha Jnanasya Tat Shruno. Ishwari Mataji. Ishwari? Okay, Divya, please.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Now hear, O son of Partha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with the mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt."
Okay. Yesterday, as I told, Krishna told that Bhakti Yoga is the highest of all the other yogas. Now, Krishna is going to explain Bhakti Yoga. I mean, he will reveal himself to all of us. So, what we have to do for that is just listen carefully. That's it. So then we can understand who Krishna really is. Just because we told that Krishna is the God, so we are going to believe, huh? No, yes, faith is important. I'm not saying faith is not important, but get to know the logic behind why Krishna who Krishna really is. So we have to understand. If we have a friend, we don't make them best friend just like that, right? We be with them. If we like the behavior, we see all the good and bad qualities also. Okay, of course, Krishna does not have any bad qualities. He is full of good qualities. But still, we can understand who Krishna really is. Then only we will be able to, love him unconditionally. So that is why we should understand why, how Krishna is, who Krishna is, and why we have to love him. That we are not, me or somebody else is not saying. Krishna himself is saying that, you know, who Krishna really is. He's going to reveal himself to all of us. So listen to it carefully, and then you can know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this chapter. Yes, Mataji, that is one of the biggest questions we all have, I'm sure. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, before that, I would like to ask, if you could invent one thing, what would it be? I mean, in my childhood, I used to think of inventing a robot who would do everything for me. What is your desire in all of that? Any desires you all have still? I mean, I still want a robot who would do all the, small works for me. I mean, getting groceries from the market, or, getting some chocolates from the stores. My brother, he does not listen to me. I mean, he's so involved in the TV, but he does not tell. If I tell him to bring something from the market, from the shop, he tells, no, no, I'll bring it later. But the robot does not say no, so that is why I want a robot. So what do you all want? Nothing. So you all are happy with all the inventions. Robot who will write my exams. Abba, yes. Seriously. Let the robot read, let the robot only write. To start one school with all kinds of skills so that everyone has to go through BTech. Yes, yes. India, I mean, the education system is so hard these days that, we want something good, so that everybody will practically learn it, not just theoretically, just write the exam and just pass out. So we need to have good skills. Yes, those are nice desires. So can anybody read the translation? Knowledge through queries. Ishwari.
I shall now declare unto you, I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous. This being known, for nothing further shall remain for you to know.
So whatever we know, the scientists know, whatever we are studying in our day-to-day lives is called material knowledge. That means it's ordinary knowledge. Everybody knows, there are some scientific reasons, or, there is so much of speculation. We cannot judge that it is right or wrong, but still we believe it, right? So then there is again a knowledge called divine knowledge. So I'll just let you know, I mean, what is the difference between material and spiritual knowledge or science. So if we combine hydrogen plus oxygen, what it becomes?
Water.
Water, right?
Water.
Yeah, the combination, the chemistry, it is called material science. I mean, the scientists, whatever they have given as explanation, that we are doing, that we are believing. But the spiritual science is the aspect where we think that where do these substances come from? They don't just appear just like that. There is something invented behind that. They just don't, they are there in the air. This is nothing like that. There's something logic behind it, why they are there, how they are there, who made it. So I cannot understand material science completely. We think that, we are confined to only solar system. But, there are a number of universes in the cosmos, and we cannot even go to the last planet of our solar system, which is Pluto. Then understand how much limited this material science is. So if a person is killed, the doctor can just do the postmortem, and then it will be done. But the doctor cannot say where this person came. That means he cannot say that where the soul went away. after he left this body, or the doctor cannot say in the last past life what he was. So the doctor, his senses and everything are limited. But so I mean, with the material knowledge, nobody can understand who is God, by how he is God, how to understand Krishna. It cannot be told without just our material knowledge. To understand God, we need spiritual science, not just knowledge. It's called science. Knowing about God, it is called science and matter. So no, it's not that material science is not at all important. Without material science, for example, we are using Zoom. That is material science only, material knowledge only. Without it, this class would have not been possible online. So we need that. I'm not saying, or Krishna is not saying that is not important. But out of material science and spiritual science, the spiritual science is very important. It's just that Newton, it's just like analogy called Newton's watch. So a scientist, he sees a beautiful watch, and he asks his friend that who made it. Someone says, if his friend says that no, it was made by itself only. Do you all believe that it was made by itself only, just like that? It came out of some, it just popped out like just like that. Will it happen?
No.
No. Why? Because somebody has invented it. Somebody has, kept the parts here and there, and that was made physically, right? So just like that, the people who do not believe God say that this, whatever substances, whatever earth, solar system, the universe appear just like that. So just like what cannot appear by itself, it has to be made by somebody else. Just like that, the whole universe is made by somebody else also. So do you all believe that everything in the universe happens to you, or whatever happened in the history, etc., happened by just like that, by accident? Yes,
No.
sure, or no? Hmm?
No.
No, right? There is something logic behind that. Whatever happens for a reason. Simple. So, Mataji, next slide. Okay. Knowledge through queries. Yes, Ishwar.
Ways of acquiring knowledge. Arohana method, Avarohana method, belief is essential.
Okay, thank you. Everybody can raise your hands and everybody will be given chance to read, okay? So, Aroha. Aroha is called nothing but ascending knowledge, and Avarohana is called descending knowledge. That means our Arohana is nothing but we are trying to understand God to our own intelligence. I mean, we are doing some personal experiences, we are taking in account some personal experiences, some scientific researches, etc. Avarohana is the knowledge which is coming from Krishna directly only. But how? Through Guru Parampara. Krishna will again not come here and do Bhagavad Gita. I mean, we all wish that Krishna comes again and gives his divine darshan to all of us. I mean, we all wish that we want to see Krishna directly. But again and again, Krishna won't come. He comes whenever it is needed and whenever he decides. So receiving Krishna's knowledge is through Guru Parampara. Krishna only says, follow my Guru Parampara. I mean, whatever, I have been given knowledge, follow these, either one of the Parampara. So if Krishna is only saying, why we should not follow? Why we should, have that little ego that, why should I follow somebody? No, but we have to follow somebody. We are following our parents as an ideal role models. Our children next in the next generation, they will follow us as role models. If we don't follow somebody, then we cannot expect somebody else to follow us as role models, right? So we need and there is belief essential. Just like we believe the scientist saying that if we mix hydrogen and oxygen, it becomes water. Of course, there is some logic behind that, but we are still believing that. So just like that, we have to believe whatever there are in the scriptures. So everybody says that there is a theory called I'm not sure, but it says that the man came from monkeys, the monkey came from fish, or something like that. But has anybody witnessed it? You all witnessed it, but we still believe that, right? So another example, leave about that. Everybody says that the people are going to the space, people are going to moon, etc. Have we seen that? No, but we have seen pictures, videos, so we believe that. right? Am I right? Don't you all believe? So we have some faith in the material knowledge. So same way, spiritual knowledge. Yes, thank you, Madhavi. So the same way, spiritual knowledge also needs to have some faith. Faith on what the acharyas have been saying throughout the ages. Okay, what acharyas is saying is that the Lord is the Father. That means Krishna is the Father. The Vedas, which the Lord has told, are the mother, are like mother. So we have to understand whatever it is. That means how we accept our mother and father, whatever we, accept whatever they tell is for our own benefit, and whatever they say is the truth. Just like that, whatever Krishna is saying and whatever the Vedas, who are like our mothers, that also we have to try to understand and understand it so that we get benefited. Okay, so can you all give me one confirmation that if you trust human books, will you not trust Krishna's words? If you're just trusting human books, that's it. Humans can be wrong sometimes, many times actually. Krishna cannot be wrong anytime. So, do you all will trust Krishna's words? Yes, you will.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Thank you so much for having that faith. Next slide, Mataji. Yes, thank you, Kushi, Jyotsna, Nagashiva, Sandhya. Okay, Arohana methods. Can anybody read it? Yes, Lakshmi Kumari.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Science has the capacity to only discover what is already there. The field of science can progress only to a certain point.
Okay, thank you. So everything we use either comes from earth, fire, water, wind, etc., which is like Panchabhutas and all, the whole material universe. So we humans use our intelligence to discover some of the other inventions or the truth, etc., etc. But do you all think man created all these elements? Did he create the earth, fire, wind, water, etc.?
No.
No. Right? No, man did not create all these. So all of this is given by the Lord. We do not manufacture the raw materials. We are making something out of the raw materials, but it doesn't mean that we are making the raw materials from the scratch. Okay, so this knowledge of the creator who created the whole cosmic manifestation, knowing about that knowledge is called spiritual science. What is cosmos means the whole universe and all. Manifestation means that is created, that is there in the universe already. So whatever is there in the universe all around us, or beyond that, beyond whatever the satellites are reaching, beyond what we human thinks that this is a universe. No, beyond that, many things are there. So everything is created by some person. So to know about that creator is called spiritual science. Simple, right? Next slide, Mataji. Okay, Arohana method, Bhavana. Please read.
Hare Krishna Mother.
Hare Krishna.
Our four shortcomings: imperfect senses, tendency to make mistakes, cheating, prosperity, illusion.
Cheating propensity. Yeah. So we humans have four defects. Imperfect senses. Can you all say that all your senses work nicely? Can you see with your eyes at a greater distance? Is it possible for us? Or something is smelling away from a mile and we can still smell it? No, right? Our senses are still at fault. We have specs. We can't even hear sometimes. So we have, can you all excuse me for 1 second? Thank you. So we all have all the imperfect senses, which we even we have hearing problem, we have eye problem, we have skin diseases, etc., etc. So our senses are not perfect. Tendency to make mistakes. Can you all say that I never make mistakes? I do mistakes. I mean, now I'm speaking sometimes I speak some word, or I have to speak something, some other word comes out of my mouth. That is also a mistake, right? Yeah, we all do mistakes. Cheating propensity, we all cheat some or the other. I mean, if our mother cooks something, so we tell that, no, I have eaten nicely, but we eat only little bit because we don't like that. That is also a little bit of cheating, illusion. So, see, we cannot use our limited senses, limited things to understand the limitless or the unlimited. Who is limitless? Krishna is limitless. What is unlimited? He is unlimited, and whatever he has created is unlimited. Okay. I mean, the illusion is that we are always in the Maya. That means we are always under the illusion of Maya. So, and if we are under the influence of Maya, we cannot, understand what this Krishna is. Okay. We will go to the next slide. Our Mohana. Yeah. Ishwari, please read it.
Avarohana method, receiving wisdom from disciplic succession.
Okay. So Avarohana is nothing but descending. That means whatever we hear from a Guru Parampara system, it is a trusted source, not just like we are hearing from so and so person. No, we have to clear it out that where such person comes, who is his guru, who is his guru, who is his guru, and when you trace it back, the ultimate person should be Krishna. Okay, the ultimate person who is giving the knowledge to such Guru Parampara should be Krishna. Okay, so when we hear from such an Acharya who simply repeats as it is what he has heard from his Guru, such Acharya we have to accept. Okay, and as I told, we have to trace back that whatever he is saying is the same as what Lord is saying. Okay, we can refer it to Bhagavad Gita. If the Acharya is saying one word which is not, what Krishna is saying, we can reject that Acharya. Okay, but Prabhupada has written as it is. That means he did not even alter one single word, or he did not tell whatever Krishna did not tell. He told whatever Krishna has told. That is why Prabhupada is the recent famous and accepted, world widely accepted Acharya. Okay, it's just that if you want to know about somebody, isn't it better to ask them directly rather than hearing here and there rumors about them? Don't you all think it will make our vision and our whatever we are thinking clear, right? Is it not? Hmm?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So Krishna is also telling that, if you want to know about me, go through the Guru Parampara. They're carrying forward the same message. So if you want to know about me, ask these people, ask the Acharyas. They will tell whatever I have told about me. They will tell as it is. So we will learn why Acharyas. Okay. Next slide, Mataji. Avarohana method. Can anybody read? Ishwari, yes.
Avarohana method, the Lord and his devotees are free from any defects.
Okay, so why these acharyas are? Because as Krishna is perfect, he does not have any defects. Just like 1 second, please. Okay, so just like we have some defects, we are imperfect. Krishna and his pure devotees are not, they don't have any defects. Don't think that Acharya is just like a person, he's just telling something like that, and his words can be wrong. No, an Acharya is a perfect devotee of the Lord, a pure devotee of the Lord, where there is no question of imperfectness. So we may think that, Lord Rama or Lord Krishna did that, did this. So, somebody says from other, community saying that, why you are wearing tilak? They tell that, oh, because I am following Krishna, I am a devotee of Lord Krishna, so I am wearing this tilak. So they might question all of us that, is it so? They will, question in a very sarcastic way, saying that, oh, is it? So he married so many people. He played with, all the gopis, etc., etc. So, how can you believe that such person is a god? How can you believe that, you are saying that you are following him? Are you following such a person? So everybody will tell, no, heard from many of people who have, questioned me. So, but how do they know that Krishna has done all that? Because they tell that I have read from this book or that book. If that book says, yeah, I'm just answering Ishwari how to answer them. So if that same book says that Krishna has done this or that in wrong way, then the same book says that Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna is God. Why don't you believe that? Why are you taking only the negative aspects? Why can't you take the positive aspects? And why can't you find out the reason why Krishna did that or why Lord Rama did that? So it is like, we want the hen, we want it to lay beautiful, nice egg so that we can sell it, but we want to cut the head of the hen so that we can stop the feeding. That means it is so hard to feed the hen. I mean, it will be some expenses. We want the eggs. That means we want to tell Krishna this or that, Lord Rama this or that, but we don't want to go to the positive part. Right? So ask them that, if you have read about that, why don't you read that why Krishna did that? The reason behind why Krishna married 16,108 wives is that they were all rishis, sadhus from the Lord Rama's avatar. So Lord Rama was a very, very, very beautiful man. But he did what? Did he marry many people?
No.
One wife.
One wife person, right? He was a one wife person. So everybody was,
Monogamous.
all the rishis came in the form of, young women and telling that, please marry me, please marry me. No, he told, no, 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 no. I am only accepting one wife in this avatar. I'm not going to, accept anybody. So he says, come in my next avatar, which is Krishna's avatar. When I descend as Krishna, come there. I will accept everybody of you as my wives. So the gopis, the wives of Krishna, are nothing but they are biggest sadhus, biggest rishis. And how Krishna accepts them is that Narakasura, a demon, captures them. The Lord goes and rescues them. Then he tells, please go to your respective kingdoms. The wives of, all the princesses, they all tell that, Krishna, how can you say that we can go back to our kingdoms? Our father will not accept us because the demon, has captured us. Our fathers will not accept us. Nobody will marry us thinking that, oh, these princes, especially women, are easily judged. So no prince will come us and marry us because they all think that we all have been with this demon because he's a male. So nobody will accept us. Krishna, as being the Lord, has been the merciful person, he accepted all the wives, all the 16,100 wife, princesses as his wives. And he did not neglect them. He made separate palaces for them. He rescued, first of all, he rescued them. He expanded into infinite expansions. For each princess, there was separate Krishna. For each wife, there were separate palaces. So they were not, living less than the main wives of Krishna. That is how Krishna, serves his devotees. And also Lord Rama is always tell that, he doubted Sita Maya. So in Lanka, he tells that, Lord Rama tells Sita that to do Agni Parvesha. Why? Because he does not, he loves Sita like anything. He does not, doubt Sita. It's just that as just people now are, blaming Lord Rama that how can he doubt Sita? So, because the focus, everybody should not focus that Sita, they should not doubt about her. Lord Rama took that blame, and now people are blaming that how Lord Rama can, doubt on Sita. It's just that a husband and wife are staying in a rent house. The husband goes for office and all, the wife, on the motor of the water, and she forgotten, she was sleeping. Everybody comes, they were banging the door, nobody is, opening, she's not opening. But the husband comes, he's seeing whatever, mess is happening. So he goes back in front of everybody, he starts yelling at his wife. So the wife is so innocent that she's listening to everything. Everybody comes. They think that, oh, the wife is so innocent. The husband is only shouting on her. So what happens? The sympathy comes on the wife, and they all start blaming the husband. That, let it be a small mistake. Why are you scolding like that? So Lord Rama did the same thing. He took all of the blame. Even still, people blame him. Just to protect his wife. So, do you all, there is actually no defect in God. He's perfect. But we should not come to the conclusion that, oh, Krishna did that, Krishna did this, Lord Rama did that, Lord Rama did this. We have to understand what is the internal meaning of that. We should not judge easily. So we should never ever think that God is imperfect. Whatever he does, there is a reason behind that, there is a logic behind that. We'll go to the doubts at the last. So I'm just launching a poll. Let me know that will you all, judge God just like that? Or will you all wait till, sorry, not this. Okay, no problem. So do you all please answer me that, will you all try to understand Krishna, or will you all doubt him, or try to dig deeper about why the Lord has done all this? So some, very controversial things I have tried to explain, that, why Krishna has done, why Lord Rama has done that. So we all will try to understand. Yes. So we'll all not try to judge that, okay, God has did this. So why will I trust him? There's a reason behind why everybody does. If we have a friend, she's, doing something crazy things. Don't we all give our friends one little chance that why they have done something, out of their character, out of what they usually do? So Lord Rama, Lord Krishna have done so much for their beloved devotees. So we all have to give one chance of explanation. Okay, we give our, beloved ones. So why not give Krishna or Lord Rama, who is our beloved one? We love him so we will understand. Yes, we will try to understand. Thank you all for accepting this fact. Thank you. Mataji, next slide. Okay, Ishwari, can you read?
Out of many thousand among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and for those who have achieved perfection, hardly knows me in the truth.
So not everyone can understand God and his nature. You all are so sweet that, if I explain just for 2 minutes and you all understand why Krishna did, why Lord Rama did, but everybody won't understand it. They will, still question it. Of course, I mean, there's no wrong in that. But, God says that for everybody, it is not possible to understand what God is, what his nature. So, even now we have to be very open-minded, liberal souls, so that we can understand what Lord's activity is. Okay? Mataji, next slide. Knowledge through queries. Yes, Ishwari.
Knowledge through queries. Let us hear about Lord Krishna from himself with all our heart.
Okay. So if just like that, I told before in this class that if I need to know about you, better I should ask you only. I should not go there, here, there, and get information from of you. It's better that if I ask you, it's better, we will understand easily. So just like that, instead of asking about God here and there, let us hear about God from him directly only. Okay, actually the Lord is ready to speak. He's sitting on his edge, when this child will come to me, or when this friend will come to me. We are only simply nicely sitting on a chair and relaxing, but Krishna is on the edge of the chair, waiting for us. Okay, then we go to the next slide. Okay, Sri Krishna's energy. Can anybody read?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Bhavana. Read both the
Earth,
translations, okay?
okay. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Altogether, these eight constitute my separated material energies. Besides this, O mighty armed Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mind, which comprises the living entities who are exploiting the resource of this material inferior nature.
So there are n number of Krishna's energies. So some energies which Krishna is trying to say is that there is internal energy and external energy. Both together are 8 energies. They are not mixed energies. They are separated energies. Just like earth, water, fire. They are all separated. Ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. They are all separated energies of Krishna. But there is an internal and which is superior with than the all the other the energies, the other 8 energies. They are called jivatmas. That means we are the internal but superior than all of these energies. I mean, above us there are few other energies which are above us, but amongst these we are superior anamata. So we are internal yet superior. Okay, we are called jivatmas. That means the soul. So Lord has created everything, us and the other energies too. Okay, Mataji, next slide. Okay, knowledge through queries. Matta paratharam nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya mayi sarvam idam proktam sutre manighana iva. Ishwari.
O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread.
Okay. This is a beautiful necklace in the picture. Can you all see the thread? It is barely visible. Am I not? Am I wrong? Is it visible clearly?
No, Mataji.
Barely visible, no? Little bit. Sometimes if it is, made it nicely, it is not at all visible only. So everything comes, spirit or matter, it comes from Krishna only. No, yes, it comes from Krishna only, but we cannot see it directly. Just like we cannot see the electricity in the wire, but it is still flowing, right? And the wind is there, it is blowing through us, but we cannot see it directly. So just like that, the thread in the pearls, I mean, we cannot see it directly, but it is there. Without that, what will happen? What happens to the pearls if the thread is not there? Hmm?
The pearls won't be like that.
Yeah, all the pearls will scatter away. So
Fade
just
away.
like that, Lord is maintaining everything and everyone. Without the Lord, it is not at all possible for us to be here, or the universe is to be there. Actually, what the God says, that even the solar system, it is so mystical, right? That the Earth is, a very big, heavy, huge mass body is rotating on itself without any support. If this laptop is there, there is a desk supporting that. Without the desk, how can the laptop be on air? But the earth is being there in the space just like that. You all think it is just like that? There is no logic behind that. No, there is logic because Krishna is maintaining everything. So Krishna, just like the thread is, the pearls are hanging on the thread, on Krishna's energy, all the solar system, all planets are hanging. So the logic behind that is, Krishna, on Krishna's energy, everything is hanging. Okay, Mataji, next slide. Knowledge through queries. Can anybody read?
Like the thread in the garland, the source of everything is Lord Sri Krishna.
Okay. So everything depends upon Krishna. A short story I would like to say so that you can understand. So there was Isaac Newton. Newton saw Newton's friend made a model of solar system. So Newton asked who made it. Newton replied that nobody did or somebody did. So his friend says that no, how can nobody did? I did that. That's you are foolish, very foolish. You are asking that how nobody can do that. I did. No, yesterday I was sitting late night and I was doing. Then Newton said, then how it is foolish that people think that there is no creator in this world. Huh? Just like a little model is made by somebody else. Don't you all think a little bit that all these universes are made by somebody? So Krishna is the supreme engineer. There is mechanical engineer, there is that engineer, this engineer, but Krishna, he's just not a person whom we can love. He's a person who has made this universe. So he's the supreme and the first engineer. He made things just like that. We cannot do things just like that, but Krishna can do. Just in this picture, Mahavishnu, he's just lying there, lying and sleeping just like that, just because he's breathing out, many millions of universes in these bubbles are forming. Just because he's breathing inside, all the universes are getting inside him and getting destroyed. So that is how Krishna's energy is. So I'll just launch a poll. We'll do it quickly, okay? Yes. Oh, where do you think true knowledge comes from? Is it science, scriptures, Krishna, or experience? Archie, you can go to the next slide by them. Krishna. Yes, nice. Those who reject me, accept me. Next slide, Mataji. Okay, very good. Yes, actually, you know what? Yes, from scriptures we can know about Krishna, but those scriptures also Krishna gave us. Okay, good. Everybody did a nice job. Okay. Namham dushkrit. Sorry. Bhagavad Gita 7.50. Namam dushkritino mudha prapadyante nara dhamaha mayayar pratha jnana asuram bhavam ashritaha. Can anybody read it quickly?
Those miscreants who are
Yes, please continue.
Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me.
Okay, next slide, Mataji. Somebody else also can read this. 4 types of people who reject Krishna. Yes, ma, read it.
Muda, fools who don't care about God. Narmada, the lowest among men. Mayaya Partha Jana. Mayaya Partha Jnana, those who have stolen intelligence. Asuram Bhavam Ashrita, demonic people who hate God.
Okay. The first one is Muda. The Muda means nothing but the fools who do not care about God. Muda means a fool, an ignorant person who does not want to, get about the spiritual knowledge. So these are very materialistic people who just only focus on money, work, and bodily pleasures, what I want to eat, how I want to sleep, where I want to, travel here and there, without thinking what is the purpose of life. So even if somebody tells about them about bhakti, they don't take it seriously. They tell them, no, I don't have time for bhakti. I'm too busy. I cannot do all that. The second person is called Naradhama, the lowest among men. He has taken birth as a human being, but he wastes the opportunity of being born as a human. That means he does not inquire about, what God is and all. So he has that intelligence of human intelligence, but he refuses it to use it for the spiritual progress. He refuses it. That means I want to use my intelligence in the right, so-called right way, but they don't want to use it for God. Okay, even if they get the opportunity, they ignore Krishna consciousness. So they misuse the human form of life just for sense gratification. That's it, only bodily pleasures. The third is Mayarpita Janaha. Janaha means people. So they are called as those people. They have their intelligence is only not working. That means they are so busy with their responsibilities and duties. They don't use their intelligence for knowing about what is higher than that, not what is higher than these duties and responsibilities. Yes, we have to do duties and responsibilities, but that is not just our life. Our life is knowing what is our higher purpose of life. Okay, so they don't even know what is Krishna consciousness, etc. They are very intelligent in worldly matters. They do so much of businesses, etc. But when it comes to Krishna consciousness, they are blinded just like that. So even sometimes even if they read Bhagavad Gita, their intelligence is not allowing them to accept that. So they believe that science and logic is greater than God. Of course, many times, many big scientists have been defeated again and again with other people also. The fourth one is Asuram Bhavam Ashrita. They are demonic people who don't like God only. That means they are atheists. Okay. Asura means demon. Bhava means nature. So these people openly reject, criticize, and fight against, there is no God, there is no God. And what they do is that they don't just believe that, they make everybody believe that. Okay. These are the four types of people who will not accept God. Okay. Next slide. चतुर्विधा भजन्ते माम जाना सुकृतिनो अर्जुना अर्थो जिज्ञासु अर्थार्थी ज्ञानाचा भारत सभा. Yes, Mataji.
Oh, best among the Bharatas, four kinds of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me: the distressed, the desirer of wealth, the inquisitive, and the one who is searching for the knowledge of the absolute.
Okay. Before we go, I'm just launching a poll. Let me know. I am so interested to know how you all came to, how you all became interested to Krishna consciousness. Is it just randomly you came through that poster, or is it because of family, friends, or it is because of personal struggle you want to hear to these classes? But you're curious about, to learn about God, etc., etc. Mataji, by that time you can go to the next slide. Yes, very nice. Okay. So, yes, it is not just randomly. Yes, correct. It is not just randomly that we came across this. This is not just an accident. Somebody has, recommended us or, we have our own struggles while, we are learning about Krishna consciousness. All these options are absolutely right. It's your own reasons. Okay. So, those who reject me or accept me, can anybody read it?
Atta, distressed. People who turn to God in suffering. Arthani, Arthati, wealth seekers. Those who want material blessings. Jignasu, curious. People who seek spiritual knowledge. Jnani, wise seekers. Those who seek pure truth.
Okay. So, do you all think about the examples or the pastimes or the stories which people have come to Krishna when they when they were, they were facing all these problems. So we will discuss about that. So first is Artha, the distress, the people who turn to God who were in sufferings. So there's nothing wrong if we pray to God when we are in troubles. There's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong. So one might have some sickness or some financial troubles or some family issues, something like that. So when they they pray God, at least they pray to God. They're not like atheists, right? That we don't believe in God, and at least they are coming to Krishna, but with some problem. There's nothing wrong in that. So can you all tell me one story where that particular animal was in distress and he called for help for Krishna, and Krishna immediately came and helped him?
Gajendra.
Yes, Gajendra was in so much of distress. He was, enjoying his life with his family, but suddenly a crocodile caught its leg. He struggled for thousands of years. It is not just that Gajendra just called Krishna. No, he struggled for thousands of years, asking his family, friends, come and save me, come and save me. But at last he remembered. He did his prayers called Gajendra prayers to Krishna. And then finally, finally he remembered Krishna and cried out for his help. Then Krishna immediately appeared and saved him. A second is Artharthi. That means the wealth seeker. Those who want material blessings. Everybody asks, no, can we pray to Krishna about material blessings? There's nothing wrong in that. So people who approach Krishna to fulfill the material desires, that means we want job or success or good marriage, good husband, etc., etc. So a student prays like, Krishna, if I get good marks, I will offer some such rupees in your hundi, or I'll come to temple this many times, and we will we do that bargaining with Krishna. So something like that. So you all can relate any pastime with that? Anybody who wanted a greater kingdom than his father, but when he saw Krishna, he left everything. Do you all know? A small boy,
Dhruva.
Dhruv Maharaj.
Prabhu,
Correct, you all are correct. Dhruv Maharaj wanted a kingdom greater than his father. He did very severe tapasya on the instructions of Narada Muni, but when Krishna appeared before him, he was thinking that I was actually searching for a broken glass, but I actually found a diamond. That means I was, searching for a broken glass. That means he wanted a kingdom. He wanted a planet or kingdom greater than his father. But, Krishna, you came as a diamond to me. So he realized that. Of course, Dhruv Maharaj, went to Krishna for some material benefits, but that turned out, he surrendered to Krishna instead of that. So then there is Jignasu, the curious, those who seek spiritual knowledge. That means we do Rath Yatras, we go to book distribution, we go to, it's called Nagar Sankirtan, we do Kirtans and, go on the street and, so that everybody will hear that Kirtan. So, we do that, and some people ask that why they are doing this if we are chanting also. Many people ask, no, why they are doing this, why they are reading Bhagavad Gita. So there is little curiosity in their minds. So just because of that small curiosity or small experience, they try to turn that into deep devotion. So just like a man found Bhagavad Gita and thought, what is so special about this book? He, out of curiosity, he reads that, and because of that small curiosity, his life is changed. He becomes, a good devotee of the Lord. All his life biggest questions are answered. Simple. So then, Jnani, the wise seeker, those who seek pure truth. People are there who approach Krishna with pure devotion. That means out of love for Krishna, because they want to, become progress in the spiritual life, they come to Krishna. And not only that, they want, the love of Krishna. That is why they come. Just like Shukadev Goswami. He was a very scholarly person, but still he heard about the pastimes of Krishna and he completely absorbed in the bhakti. So it was just like a king asked a poor devotee that, what do you want? You are doing such seva to Krishna every day in the temple. What do you want? You are doing such a nice seva to the God. What do you want? So the king asks. So the poor devotee, he says that, no, I don't want anything. I already have everything. That means he does not care what, where he lives, what he's getting out of that. He says that I have everything. That means he has the Lord. That's it. So the king was shocked that I have everything. I have so many wives. I have beautiful children. I have this. I have beautiful palaces, etc., etc. I have opulences, etc. But the king realizes that no, the wealth is not the real happiness. It is important, but that is not the real happiness. Bhakti is the real happiness. Okay. So amongst all these four, what do you all want to become? Which type of devotee you all want to become?
Jignasu or Jnani?
Okay. Okay. And see, whoever comes in whatever way, they become devotees. But amongst all these, the jnani, that means who want to know about Krishna, who want to, want the pure love of Krishna, they are the best. You can come in any way, no problem. Krishna will accept it. Krishna is accepting with open arms. But it's just that jnani is the best among all these things because he's not asking Krishna without any selfish desire. You can ask, but you will reach such stage after some years and all. But the jnani who wants Krishna only for his love is the best. Okay, so our goal should be that we have to have pure devotion, pure love for Krishna. Okay, can we go to the next slide? बहुनां जन्मनाम् अन्ते ज्ञानवामां प्रपद्यते वासुदेवा सर्वम् इति समहात्मा सुदुर्लभा. Can anybody read?
After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare.
Okay. See, not everybody can easily understand what God is. Okay, Krishna is saying it is very, very rare to understand what God is. Okay. Can you go to the next slide, Mataji? Before that, I'll just launch a poll. Okay. Do you think everything in life happens at the right time? Yes, everything happens for a reason. No, I feel I should have known about this earlier. I'm not sure. By that time, can anybody read the translation?
Those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of the worship according to their own nature.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, everything happens for a reason. You all are absolutely right. Correct. Everybody has accepted that. Everything happens for a reason. See, for example, if you go to a restaurant and order doshas, I'm eating, the waiter is still getting it. After 7 doshas, I'm full. That means my stomach is full. We will not go and tell the waiter that, you should have given me the 7th dosha. I would have been, full by that time only. Why did you give me all the 6 doshas? My calories are now increased. I have to work more in the gym. Is it possible that without those 6 doshas, if he would have given the 7th dosha, it would have been possible for us, our stomach to be full? Is it possible?
No.
No, that would have been his second dosha only, not 7th one. So, but to reach the fulfillness, we had to eat that all those 6 doshas, right? So just like that, we had to gone with all this lifetimes. That means we have to had all these experiences and lessons in our life. So that is how, when the right time came, we all, are able to understand Krishna right now. So we need to have some, back knowledge. We have to have some back knowledge, and we have to some experiences and all, some we need to have that spiritual development in our life. Then only we can fully surrender to Krishna. And another point is that if there is a locked room, we are trying to enter that room, we will try everything, pushing the door, trying to break it. We call somebody else, we call our brother or father, but still it is not working. But the thing is that the key was right in our pocket, but it's just that it took a long time for us to realize that. And there's nothing wrong with that. That means we have tried everything, but we got the right key at the right time. Okay, so if I had known the key with all along, if I had known the key was with me all along, I could have opened this door earlier. But it's fine. Ultimately, the key, the room's lock has been opened. It's fine. Before we tried, we have failed. That's fine, because that would have been a lesson. First to check the pockets instead of trying all this. So now we learned. We have searching about this happiness for many, many, many lifetimes in different places. For example, in money, in relationships, in form of successes and all. But finally, at least now we realize that Krishna is the key to real happiness. So, but it's okay. But we had to go through all these realizations to get to the conclusion that yes, Krishna is the ultimate happiness. If we would have not gone through the experiences, even if Krishna would have come into our life, even if we would have known that Krishna is the key to real happiness, would have not bothered about it. We know that we struggled, that nothing is there. What I have experienced in Krishna consciousness, there is everything. Then we will realize. So instead of regretting the past, that why I have not been in Krishna consciousness for many, many years, at least now we have the key. Now open the door to bhakti. Now onwards, we should make the most out of our spiritual journey. So what matters is not when we started, I am devotee from so and so years. No, that is not the case. How we are starting, even if we are a devotee from one day, that is what matters. It's not that, okay, she has been a devotee from 10 years, so she's she got the love of Krishna so fast. I mean, yes, they are lucky, but maybe we will progress in Krishna consciousness in just 1 year. We don't know, because we are so conscious, we are so curious to know about Krishna. So Krishna is very patient. He's waiting for us to realize that he's the, when will this person know that I am the ultimate goal? I am, through me, the real happiness will come. Krishna is sitting on the edge of the chair. But, we ourselves have to realize that. But, Krishna is always there. Krishna is waiting for us. We have to realize that. So are we all ready to take this step? Are we all ready to know about
Yes,
Krishna?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, thank you all. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Can anybody read the translation?
Those whose intelligence has been stolen
Yes.
by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of the worship according to their own nature.
Thank you. So in this world, everything is temporary. So when we ask for temporary things, that is not a very smart decision. Okay. Do you all ask for permanent job? Are you all searching for permanent job, or keep on changing the temporary jobs only lifelong? You all are searching for temporary. We all want only temporary jobs, or search for a good permanent job which gives us life.
Good permanent job.
Permanent jobs, right? So just like that, even intelligence, we want it to be permanent. It's not a just temporary thing. I want to learn about this now, and I want to forget about it later on. Yes, Lakshmi, permanent job. So few of the devatas, they give only temporary things, just like Indra, Chandra, or there is sun god. For health we pray for sun god. Yes, they give the benefits. My mother also, she did some, she used to not eat non-veg on Sundays. But still, sometimes it happens, sometimes it may not happen. But the time she started doing all these Narasimha prayers, she started applying some Narasimha oil, her health got better. I'm not saying if we ask sun god he will not give, but sometimes even if he gives, that results can be temporary. But if Narasimha Dev gives, it will be permanent, either in this lifetime or the next lifetime. But they will be permanent. Just like we were telling yesterday, the bank, the spiritual bank, whatever we do, it will be collected. It is not just like we are doing some punya, we go to Swarga, the account is done, we are again coming back, or we are going to hell, our Papa account is done, and we are coming again and getting a human body. No, if we do something to Krishna, it is always there. It is never ever lost. If we are doing right now, if we are discontinuing it by some reasons, I mean, if death is inevitable, then in next life it is continued. But the Papa and Punya are done some or the other day. So the results which we offer to like Indra, Chandra, or sun god, they're temporary things. So do you all want temporary or permanent things? Just I want the clarity.
Permanent things.
Permanent, right? So do you all trust Krishna that he will give the permanent solution, or the permanent results for everything?
Yes, Mata.
Yes, right? Mataji, can you go to the next slide? Okay, can anybody read?
Men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and the fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods to go to planets of the demigods, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme.
So Krishna is saying about temporary and permanent results. So Krishna is promising that he will give the permanent results. And it has been true in many cases. That means there is a pastime of Jada Bharata. We'll learn about it in the next chapter. He had three lifetimes. First lifetime, he was Jada Bharata. He, left everything and went to the forest and was doing he was doing some bhakti to Krishna. He saw a deer. He got so attached when he was leaving his body. He became a deer. Thinking of the deer, he became a deer the next lifetime. So still, he was so lucky that he was able to understand that I have wasted my lifetime. Next lifetime, he became as a human being. He realized that, okay, I have wasted my two lifetimes. Now I have to continue my bhakti. The bhakti which he did was not, he did not start from scratch. He continued from what he left from his previous lives. So just like that, even if we do now, that will be permanent, always, eternally. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, who can become a devotee? Can anybody read?
O scion of Bharata, O conqueror of the foe, all living entities are born into delusion, bewildered and by dualities arising from desire and hate.
Okay. So because of our desires, because of the expectations, we have taken birth in this material world. We don't get the body just like that. At the time of death, or whatever we have been experiencing in this lifetime, so whatever desires, whatever expectations we leave behind, we get the same body in the next lifetime. I mean, it depends upon, we never know that. Only Krishna knows about that. I mean, whatever we will be in the next life. So we have to understand this. And I don't want to again take rebirth. We have to escape from the cycle of birth and death. We don't want, does anybody wants death? No. Does anybody wants to get this all diseases? No. Does anybody wants to get older? No. These are, four problems in our life: janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. Janma means birth, mrityu means death, jara means old age, vyadhi means diseases. To escape from all these things, we have to understand what is this human life, and we have to go home back to Godhead, which is nothing but Vaikunta. We all say, Vishnu resides in Vaikunta, Vaikunta, Vaikunta. If we go back to Vaikunta, then there is no chance of coming again to this, world. But it doesn't mean that now we are escaping from everything, and we leave everything, and um, we are escaping from the bodily duties. As we are in this world, as we have this body, we have to do that also. Simultaneously, we should not forget that we have to do the Sanatan Dharma also. That means we have to worship Krishna. We have to remember Krishna. At the same time, do your duties also. So to go back to Vaikunta, we all came from Vaikunta only. It's just that due to some circumstances, due to our false ego, we came down here. We have taken this body. But if we have this human life, we have to utilize it, and we have to perform bhakti and go home back to Godhead, which is Vaikunta. Okay, next slide, Madhuri. ये सान्त्वा antagatam papam jnananam punya karmanam te dvandha moha nirmukta bhajante mam dhrida vritha. Who can become a devotee? Yes, Mataji.
Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and freed from the dualities of delusion. And they engage themselves in my service with determination.
Okay. So the conclusion of this chapter is that we have n number of sins. We cannot even count about it. But the best and easiest way to remove all our sins is that we have to do some bhakti. Okay. Bhakti for whom? For Krishna, for God. So in this Kali Yuga, to remove the sins, we have to chant. It is said that if we are chanting constantly, our sins are removed slowly. So the chanting burns away all our sins. But a word of caution is that just because I am chanting, I'm on the strength of the chanting, we should not commit any sinful actions as soon as we start chanting. Okay, it's like duplicity, it's like hypocrite. It's just like, I became a police officer, so I can do anything I want. No, you became a police officer, behave like a police officer, not like a thief. Not like, I become a police officer, so I got the strength of the police officer, so I can do whatever I want. I can bribe anything, I can kill anybody, I can shoot anybody, I can encounter anybody. No, there is a reason why the policemen do. If somebody does something, anything like that, if they come in power, then that is totally wrong. Just like that, just because we know that chanting removes the sin, it doesn't mean that we keep on doing the sin. Then there is no use of doing that chanting only. Krishna will observe everything. Okay? Mataji, next slide. So, final takeaway. Can anybody read?
Final reflection: how to apply these lessons. Knowledge alone is not enough. Apply it. Don't rely on your own strength. Take shelter of Guru and scriptures. Beware of illusion. Material happiness is temporary. Association matters. Stay with devotees. No one is too fallen. Anyone can become a devotee. Let's take a small step every day to deepen our knowledge, to deepen our devotion and surrender.
Okay, so this is the final reflections which we are learning from these this chapter. Okay, next slide. Can anybody read?
What's the most important
Uh,
question in life?
1 second.
Death is the final exam.
Yeah. Can Mataji read Ishwari if you don't mind?
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
fine.
Yes, thank you.
What is the most important question in life? Death is the final exam. Are you prepared? What happens after death? Rebirth or liberation? Krishna makes it easy. Just remember him always. The power of chanting our golden opportunities in Ankal Yoga.
Okay, thank you. So we are done for today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So for tomorrow, we will learn all these things. Don't be afraid of what is death, etc., etc. It's a very cool matter. So chill and come to the class. Okay. Any doubts, any reflections about today's class? You all, liked something what Krishna told about today's class? There was one doubt. Yeah, Ishwari, I hope you understand how we should tackle such people who, question God. When the role of the soul is to unite to the divine, then why does God give us problems in the loop of this materialistic world? As I told Mataji, we are meant to be in Vaikuntha, but because of our false ego, which we performed in Vaikuntha, we came back down to this earth, and we are in this cycle of birth and death. So we are doing this karma. We are only, getting the fruits of the karma. Either it is good or bad. Okay, so we are in this loop because we wanted to choose that loop. Okay, God did not do all those. Does Lakshmi Ma not feel bad when Vishnu marries other people in different avatars? Because now in this world, we are like cheating and all and go depressed. See, Lakshmi is one of the energy of Lord. Okay, of course there is little bit of jovial jealousy of Lakshmi, or the other consorts of Lord, but Lakshmi is not like us. Okay. Actually, uh, everybody can become a wife of the Lord. So if everybody can become a wife of the Lord, then how Lakshmi can be jealous of everybody, right? So Lakshmi is not like us. We become materialistically jealous, but Lakshmi is not like that. I mean, there are pastimes where, Lakshmi is angry with the Lord and the Lord is pacifying Lakshmi. They're all very, very good pastimes. But in reality, Lakshmi Ma is not like us. She's a lot more mature. She's the spiritual energy. She's the internal energy of the Lord. So she's not like us. She does not feel jealous. Okay. How can we say Krishna is a person like a human? Why not anything else? Because Krishna is called the Shama Sundara. Krishna has a Shama Sundara form. See, there are different forms of Krishna. There are three realizations of Krishna. The first is Brahman, which is the, everybody says that, we have to merge into the light. No, that is just the, light coming from Krishna's body. That means Krishna's body is so effulgent that, in Vaikuntha, there is no need of sun or moon to give us light. We need a tube light or we need a sun to give us light. There, it is not needed because the light comes from Krishna only. The second realization is Paramatma. That means the four-handed form of Vishnu. The third form is called Shama Sundara form. We will learn about it in the 11th chapter, and why devotees want only form of Krishna as a human being, not even like a form of four-handed form of Lord Vishnu. We will understand. I mean, I'm sure all these are very new terms to all of you. We will learn about this in the 11th chapter. Why did Krishna appear very soon for people like Gajendra, Dhruva, Meera, etc.? Why not us? Why not us? Because Gajendra, Dhruva, Meera, they were all already devotees of the Lord. Prahlad Maharaj, they were already devotees of the Lord. They all came here because they all wanted to, give an example of how a devotee is. Okay, Prahlad was already a devotee of Lord Narasimhadev. That pastime already happened in the, Vaikuntha and all. But for us witness, or because we want to take examples of such pure devotees. Krishna loves when his pure devotees are glorified. Just like now we are taking examples of such pure devotees of Lord Krishna. Krishna does this pastimes because many reasons. He wants to protect the devotees. He wants to do the pastimes. Especially he wants to set an example that his pure devotees are, great people. So that is why, Krishna is giving us the examples of Gajendra, Dhruva, Meera, etc. And Krishna is actually appearing. No, he's appearing in the chanting of the holy name. We are only not doing. You chant, then you will realize Krishna is beside us. Okay. If you don't mind, can you tell us how your journey started as a devotee? I'll tell much. Is Garuda Purana true, or it is just to scare us so that we will follow the right path? If you're getting scared, see, for the demons, if Narasimhadev appears, if there is a photo of Narasimhadev, for the demons, it is very fearful. Ammo, Narasimhadev is so fearful. I don't want to go in front of him. I'm so afraid. What happens if I go in front of him? So, such something like that. But the same 5-year-old boy, Prahalad Maharaj, was not at all afraid of Narasimhadev because he was not wrong, because he wanted the love of God. If we are with the duplicity of, I am doing something wrong, so we will be afraid of God. If you are in the right path, we will not be afraid of God. Don't think that God is a term which is used for fearfulness. It is a term, it is a person through which we should not, everything, whatever fears we have, that is gone through God. So Garuda Purana is the example where it is told that, if you are, entangled, I mean, nobody will come and save you at last. Only the God will come and save you. Ani, the example is there. Every, example of the devotee, they are teaching us that, nothing is permanent. God is only permanent. God will only come and save us. Ani, they are explaining everything is true. Garuda Purana is there. Prahlad Maharaj pastimes are there. Dhruv Maharaj pastimes are there. Everything is there. It's just that if you are becoming fearful of that, then you are in the wrong path. Not only you, in general, I'm just saying, if you are taking nice examples, okay, wow, Krishna has come and saved Gajendra, so I have to take the same example because I am also in the same place of Gajendra. I am also, the crocodile is still biting me. Still, I'm going from this solution, that solution, that solution. But when we realize that, if we call out Krishna immediately, he is going to come. If we understand a beautiful explanation, then you will take it in a positive way. So don't fear about God. God is never about, if we don't do this, this will happen, that will happen. God will never punishes us. The karma will punish us. The material nature will punish us. So we have to be careful about the material nature, but we should never be afraid of God. God is a lovable person. How can he hurt somebody? Huh? The same Krishna who, nobody thinks in Vrindavan that Krishna is God. That means they all think that Krishna is just an ordinary person. But the demons, they think, when they were getting killed, they realized that, okay, this is a very great personality. Even Krishna was lifting the Govardhan hill with his just little pinky finger. But nobody was able to, get convinced that Krishna is God. That means they don't want Krishna to see as God. They want to see Krishna as their friend, as their son, as their, beloved friend. So if they all were not afraid of Krishna, they were all feeding, they were all, getting on back of Krishna. So if you think Krishna as your friend, you will never be afraid of your friend. Are you all afraid of your friend? No, right? So why should we be afraid of Lord? So, but we have to be careful of the material nature. If we are doing anything wrong, the material nature, the karma will punish us. Then, nobody can help us. What is the difference between soul and spirit? Soul and spirit are the same, Mataji. There's nothing, different synonyms. That's it. Just like Jivatma. Jivatma is nothing but soul, spirit, etc. What do you say about cheating in material life then? Continuation of Lakshmi. For small mistakes, yeah. So what will happen is that, Mataji, we have to earn in the right way. If you're doing a job in the bank, that's fine. But if you are doing job in an illegal business, then that is wrong. So that is how, if you're doing your normal job for your basic necessities, there's nothing wrong. There's no, karma involved in it. But if you want to purify that also, we have to give some amount, little bit amount to Krishna. That means we can drop some amount in the hundi or something like that, or, buy some things to our puja room in our home. So, our whole money is purified and what. So just something like that. There is a logic behind that, how we have to spend, how much we have to spend, etc., etc. But if you are knowing that this business is wrong and still continuing there is wrong, the karma will be involved there. For small mistakes only, big sikshas are there in Garuda Purana. Well, we all do mistakes now. Yes, So as to not to do all those mistakes, we are doing this chanting of Hare Krishna, so that we realize that except chanting of Hare Krishna, if we start doing Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we will all eventually stop doing all those mistakes. Yes, according to the nature, according to the material nature, there are mistakes even for small things. But God is saving us. God is saying that don't do all such things. There are big sikshas for all of you. Why you all want to suffer? Come back to me. I will free from all the sufferings. He will tell in the next chapters. Come to me. Okay. Leave leave such papa, punya, etc. Come to me. I will free you from all such things. So chant. That's the only thing by which we can the sins will be destroyed. Okay. Who is the creator of this universe? The Brahma or Krishna? Krishna is the creator of the universe, but Krishna has created. I mean, you all know, right? From the navel of Vishnu, Brahma comes from a lotus flower. So Krishna has created this universe. The Lord Vishnu has created this universe, and Krishna has created the Brahma, and then Brahma creates all the human beings and all. So that is how the universe is working. Yeah, my journey as a devotee is that in the lockdown, there was not much to do. I mean, when I was in my 8th class, we have a printing press, so we used to, print all these Mahamantras. So my cousin brother has asked me to chant this. I chanted for one day, but I could not able to continue. So that there, it was disrupted. And then after in 2020, when there was COVID and all, there was the same cousin brother, he recommended me to take classes in some other ISKCON temple. So I took there. I in 1 month only I got some nice seva. I started chanting, and then because I am staying in Hyderabad, I wanted to get connected to the local temple. So that is how I went on Janmashtami to take the darshan of Lord Krishna. So just like we were distributing all these Gita Sandesha, Rasika Fest pamphlets, so somebody was also coming to me and asking, do you want to join these classes? So I said yes. Then that is how I became I continued in this group. So that is how my spiritual life started. I mean, in starting only, I was able to do. I was very lucky. I got seva on online, not and after that, coming to this group, I got physical seva in the temple also. So that is how my journey started, and still I'm trying to do something or the other. So are we done for today? Any other thing? Anything is left, or you all did not understand what I tried to explain? Even the question part also. So we'll all meet tomorrow. Have a very, very nice, happy day. You all go to offices, schools, etc. Have a nice, happy day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Madhavi, for greeting me back.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you.
If you all want to ask me anything personally, you're always welcome. Okay.